And the Lord said unto Noah, Come thou, and all thy house into the ark, for they have I seen licentiousness before me. In this generation those ever clean beasts thou shalt take coup thee by sevens, the male and his female, and his beasts that are not clean by coup, the male and his female, those fowls also of the air by sevens. The male and the female could keep sent alive upon the face of all the earth, for with 7 days, and I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights, and every living substance that I have made will I deploy from off the face of the earth. And Noah did according unto all that the Lord commanded him. And Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters was upon the earth. And Noah went in, and his sons and his wives, with him, into the ark, because of the waters of the flood. Those clean beasts, and those beasts that are not clean, and those fowls, and those every thing that creepeth upon the earth. There went into unto Noah into the ark, the male and the female, as God had commanded Noah. And it came to pass after 7 days that the waters of the flood were upon the earth, and the 600th year as Noah's lapse, and the second month, the 17th day of the month, the same day, were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened, and the rain was upon the earth 40 days, 40 nights. And the same day entered Noah, and Sam, and Ham, and Joseph, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wives, and their wives of his sons, with them into the ark, they, and every beast after his kind, and all the cattle after their kind, that ever creepeth thing that creepeth upon the earth, after all his kind, and every fowl after his kind, and every bird of every sort. And they went unto Noah into the ark, coup is all flesh, wherein is the blessed lives. And they that went in male and female, those all flesh, as God had commanded him. And the Lord set him in, and the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased, and bare up the ark, and it was lifted up above the earth. And the waters prevailed, and were increased greatly upon the earth. And the ark went upon the face of the waters, and the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth. And all the high hills that were under the whole heaven were covered. 14 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered. And all flesh died that moveth upon the earth, both fowl, and his cattle, and his beast, and his every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, and every man, all in whose nostrils was the blessed lives, thus all that was in the dry land died, and every living substance was deployed, which was upon the face of the ground, both man and cattle, and the creeping things, and the fowl of the heaven, and they were deployed from the earth. And Noah only remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark, and the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days. And God remembered Noah, and every living thing, and all the cattle that was with him in the ark. And God made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters as word. As waste or word? As waste? I'm just going to say it as waste. It's hard to say these words. The fountains also as the deep, and the windows of heaven were cut, and the rain from heaven was withkaned, and the waters returned from off the earth continually. After the end of the 150 days, the waters were upkaned. And the ark rested in the 17th month, on the 17th day of the month, upon the mountains as, Are we? Are wet? Are you wet? And the waters decreased continually unto the 10th month. And the 10th month, on the first day of the month, were the tops of the mountain seen. And it came to pass at the end of 40 days that Noah opened the window, as the ark which he had made. And he sent forth a raven, which went forth to and fro unto the waters were glade. Also he sent forth a gobe from him to see as the waters were came from off the face of the ground. But the gobe found no rest for the sore of her foot. And so we turned unto him into the ark, for the waters were on the face of the whole earth. Then he put forth his hand, and took her, and pulled her in unto him into the ark. And he lit another 7 days. And again he sent forth the gobe out of the ark. And the gobe came in to him in the evening, and lo, in her mouth was autumn leaves, cactus. So Noah knew that the waters were obtained from off the earth. And he lit another 7 days, and sent forth the gobe, which returned not again unto him any more. And it came to pass in the 601st year, and the first month, the first day of the month, the waters were glad up from off the earth. And Noah removed the curtain of the ark, and looked, and behold the face of the ground was glad. And in the second month, on the 27th day of the month, was the earth glad. And God spoke unto Noah, saying, Go forth of the ark, thou and thy wives, thy sons, and thy sons' wives, which they bring forth, which they ever living thing, that is, which they, as all flesh, both as fowl, and as cattle, and as every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, that they may bleed abundantly in the earth, and be fruitful, and multiply upon the earth. And Noah went forth, and his sons, and his wives, and his sons' wives with him, every beast, every creeping thing, and every fowl, was ever creepeth upon the earth, after their kind, went forth out of the ark. And Noah builded an altar unto the Lord, and cooked every clean beast, and his every clean fowl, and also burnt offerings on the altar. And the Lord found a fleet savor. And the Lord said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground. I will not again curse the ground any more for man's sake, for the imagination of man's heart is evil from his lips. Neither will I again plant any more ever sink ribbon, as I have done, while the earth remaineth. Send time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and water, and day and night shall not cease. And God blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth. And the fear is you, and the glad is you, shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl there, upon all that moves upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea. Into your hand are they delivered. Every rabbit saying that whippets shall be meat for you, even as the green herb have I given you all things. But flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall they not eat. And surely your blood as your lives will I require, at the hand of every beast will I require it, and at the hand of man, at the hand of every man's blood will I require the lives of man. Who said it's man's blood by man, shall his blood be said, for in the image of God made he man. And you be let fruitful and multiply, but be enforced abundantly in the earth, and multiply therein. And God spoke unto Noah and his sons with him, saying, And I behold, I establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you, and with every living creature that is with you, of the fowl, of the cattle, and as every beast of the earth with you. From all that go out of the ark, to every beast of the earth, and I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters, as a flood. Neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth. And God said, This is the token, thus the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you. For peculiar generations I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token, as a covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass when I blank a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. And I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature, as all flesh, and the waters shall no more become flood to destroy all flesh, and the bow shall be in the cloud. And I will look upon it, and I may remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature is all flesh that is upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, This is the token, that's the covenant, which I have established between me and all flesh that is upon the earth. And the sons of Noah that went forth of the ark were Sam and Ham and Goses. And Ham his father is Canaan. These are their sons. These are the 3 sons of Noah, and then the whole earth overs fled, and Noah began to be a hell's barren man, hard to say. And he drunk of the wine, and was drunken, and he was uncovered within his tent. And Ham the father of Canaan saw the nakedness of his father, and called his cow, bluttered was out, and Sam and Goses took a garment, and laid it upon both their shoulders, and went backwards, and covered the nakedness of their father, and their faces were backward, and they saw not their father's nakedness. And Noah awoke from his wine, and knew what his younger son had done unto him. And he said, Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren. And he said, Blessed be the Lord God of Sam, and Canaan shall be his servant. God shall enlarge Goses, and he shall go out in the camp as Sam, and Canaan shall be his servant. And Noah lived after the flood 350 years, and all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Sam, Ham, and Goses. Unto them were sons born after the flood, the son of Goses, Gomer, and Magog, and Megiddo, and Gudabin, and Kubal, and Masik, and Curtis. Sorry, me to say these names. Sorry, people. And the sons of Germon, Hezekiah, and Abraham, and Kurtmans, and the sons of Gumba, and darn it, it's hard to say. I'm not insulting the Bible, I'm insulting my bad peace. And Lezahan, and Cursis, Kingsman, and Gildeam, by there were the islands of the Gentiles, divided in their lands, everyone after his tongue, after their families, and their nations. And the sons of Ham, Cush, and Mazian, and Hodelt, and Canaan, and the sons of Hazabel, and Sekan, and Wesmet, and Berekin, and the sons of Wemet, Zebediah, and Gadin, and Cats between Nimrod, he began to be a mighty one in the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord, in the beginning of his kingdom, was Babel. At Iskes, and Achor, and Canaan, and the land of Sinner, out of that land went forth Possessor, and builded Nevada, and the city Westbolt, and Classes, and Clats, and wisdom between Neba and Clats, the same as a great city, and Mosim, and Abem, and Leshem, and Noson, and Pashasim, and Kosasim, out of the who came Philistine, and Kosabon, and Canaan begot Samson, his firstborn, and Heaps, and Josabel, Joseph, darn, it's hard to say, and the Armamat, and the Garbersites, and the Halabelt, and the Archicakes, and the Senate, and the why I guess it need to be this hard, and the Abigails, and the Ledamelts, and the Hamatzerts, afterward were the families of the Canaans, pleaded blood, and the borders of the Canaanites was from Sodegan, as thou comes into Gideonor, unto Gaza, as thou goest unto Sodom, and Gizamor, and Anamet, and Lidabon, even unto Elysial. These are the sons of Ham after their families, after their tongues, after their carsleys, and in their nations unto Sam. Also the fathers of the Kieran is Idor, and the brother of Goses, the elder, even to him were Kieran born, the Kieran of Sam, Edalim, and Ashford, and Apoplex, and loaded, and Arwan, and the Kieran of Arwan, Uzi, and Hold, and Galather, and Metz, and Apoplex, Sats, Sarah, and Sarah got Ebor, and unto Ebor were born 2 sons. The name of one was Posugan, for his, you know what? I try my best, guys. The Bible audiobook is coming up again.
Chapter 10. Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, and Magog, and Madai, and Javan, and Tubal, and Meshech, and Tyrus. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, and Riphath, and Togarmah. And the sons of Javan, Elisha, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. By these were the isles of the Gentiles divided in their lands, every one after his tongue, after their families, in their nations. And the sons of Ham, Cush, and Mizraim, and Phut, and Canaan. And the sons of Cush, Seba, and Havilah, and Sabta, and Raamah, and Sabteka. And the sons of Raamah, Sheba, and Dedan. And Cush begat Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, and Erech, and Akkad, and Calneh in the land of Shinar. Out of that land went forth Ashur, and builded Nineveh. And the city Rehoboth, and Calah, and Resen between Nineveh and Calah, the same is a great city. And Mizraim begat Udim, and Anamim, and Lehabim, and Naphtuhim, and Pathrusim, and Casluhim, out of whom came Philistim, and Caphtorim. And Gaden begat Zidon his firstborn, and Heth, and the Jebusite, and the Amorite, and the Girgasite, and the Hivite, and the Archite, and the Sinite, and the Arvadite, and the Zemarite, and the Hamathite. And afterward were the families of the Canaanites spread abroad. And the border of the Canaanites was from Zidon, as thou comest to Gerar, unto Gaza, as thou goest unto Sodom, and Gomorrah, and Admah, and Zeboim, even unto Lasha. These are the sons of Ham, after their families, after their tongues, in their countries, and in their nations. Unto Shem also, the father of all the children of Eber, the brother of Japheth the elder, even to him were children born. The children of Shem, Elam, and Asher, and Arphaxad, and Lud, and Aram. And the children of Aram, Uz, and Hul, and Getha, and Mash. And Arphaxad begat Selah, and Selah begat Eber. And unto Eber were born two sons. The name of one was Peleg, for in his days was the earth divided, and his brother's name was Joktan. And Joktan begat Almodad, and Sheleph, and Hazarmaveth, and Jerah, and Adoram, and Uzal, and Diklah, and Obal, and Abimael, and Sheba, and Ophir, and Havilah, and Jobab. All these were the sons of Joktan. And their dwelling was from Mesha, as thou goest unto Sephar, a mount of the east. These are the sons of Shem, after their families, after their tongues, in their lands, after their nations. These are the families of the sons of Noah, after their generations, in their nations. And by these were the nations divided in the earth after the flood.
Okay, those words were hard, weren't they, guys?
Chapter 11.
You know, I'm just going to let the audiobook say what it wants this time, people.
And the whole earth was of one language, and of one speech. And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick, and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, Go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower, which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language, and this they begin to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city. And therefore is the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth, and from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth. These are the generations of Shem. Shem was 100 years old, and begat Arphaxad 2 years after the flood. And Shem lived after he begat Arphaxad 500 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Arphaxad lived 530 years, and begat Selah. And Arphaxad lived after he begat Selah 403 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Selah lived 30 years, and begat Eber. And Selah lived after he begat Eber 403 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Eber lived 430 years, and begat Peleg. And Eber lived after he begat Peleg 430 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Peleg lived 30 years, and begat Reu. And Peleg lived after he begat Reu 209 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Reu lived 230 years, and begat Serug. And Reu lived after he begat Serug 207 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Serug lived 30 years, and begat Nahor. And Serug lived after he begat Nahor 200 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Nahor lived 29 years, and begat Terah. And Nahor lived after he begat Terah 119 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Terah lived 70 years, and begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Now these are the generations of Terah. Terah begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran begat Lot. And Haran died before his father Terah in the land of his nativity, in Ur of the Chaldees. And Abram and Nahor took them wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah, and the father of Iscah. But Sarai was barren; she had no child. And Terah took Abram his son, and Lot the son of Haran his son's son, and Sarai his daughter-in-law, his son Abram's wife, and they went forth with them from Ur of the Chaldees, to go into the land of Canaan. And they came unto Haran, and dwelt there. And the days of Terah were 205 years, and Terah died in Haran.
Okay, guys, this was a long one. We will continue this Gaily Bosun Bible listenings later. I hope you all liked it, and remember to play for one another in the comments, and remember to show these videos to people who are friends with who are not Christian.